Good morning, 7th class. Through this video, we are going to start map work, which will come for the 6 marks in your exam, and 3 marks from the geography portion and 3 from the history. So, we are starting with the geography first. So in geography we have two maps. The first one, in the first map, we have to locate the major seas and oceans, and in the second we have to locate major lakes. This is the first map where you have to locate major seas and oceans. Now the major oceans first. Indian Ocean. The location of Indian Ocean is very simple, as it is situated at the tip of the India. Clear? So this is India, and at the tip of the India, the Indian Ocean is located. Then we have this Atlantic Ocean. Now Atlantic Ocean is situated between the South America, this is South America, and this is Africa. So between these two continents, the water body is the Atlantic Ocean, which is also S in shape. So this is the Atlantic Ocean. Clear? Now the Pacific Ocean. We know that this is the largest ocean. This Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean, and it is circular in shape. So this Pacific Ocean can be located in Eastern Hemisphere as well as in Western Hemisphere. So these are the three oceans, and you already have done the location of these oceans in class 6th also. Now we have the sea, two seas which are new for you, like this is Mediterranean Sea. Now this Mediterranean Sea is actually situated between the Europe continent, and this is Africa continent. So between Europe and Africa continent, this blue portion is actually the Mediterranean Sea. And then the Caribbean Sea is located between the North America and the South America. So between the North America and South America, as you can see, this blue portion is the Caribbean Sea. So this is the first map of geography, where you have to locate the seas and oceans. Now this is the second map, where you have to locate major lakes. So we start with this Lake Victoria at number 1. Now Lake Victoria is the largest lake in Africa. ओके ये अफ्रीका की सबसे बड़ी लेक है, एंड दीज आर द फ्रेश वाटर लेक्स एक्सेप्ट द salt lake. So this is the Lake Victoria, the largest one. Then we have Lake Winnipeg at second number, and it is near to the Canada. Canada में जो city है Winnipeg, ये वहाँ तक extend करती है. Then the third one is the Lake Superior, and this Lake Superior is the largest freshwater lake in the world. Then on the western side of North America, at number 4 we have the Salt Lake, and at number 5 we have the Great Slave. So all these 4 lakes are in North America. 2 are at the eastern side and 2 are at the western side. So Lake Winnipeg, ठीक है, ये जो एरिया है दिस इज ऑफ, ये आपका जो एरिया है ये आपको कनाडा के पास मिलेगा. ठीक है, तो ये कनाडा में सिटी है विनीपेग, ये वहाँ तक एक्सटेंड करती है, एंड दिस जस्ट डाउन टू दिस विनीपेग लेक सुपीरियर. Now we have next section, that is of history. Now from history also the map will come for the 3 marks, and here you have to show the areas which were conquered by the Akbar and Aurangzeb during their military campaigns. So in totality we have the 15 areas which you have to mark on the map of India. Now this is the map of India which is given in your NCERT book. Now you can see that these blue lines are actually the rivers, and the all the areas are the areas which were conquered by Akbar and Aurangzeb. Then this is physical map. Here you cannot see the boundaries between the states and union territories, because that time the boundaries were not fixed. So in NCERT book the map is given like this, but I have shown the 15 provinces or the areas which were conquered by Akbar and Aurangzeb like this on the map which we get today. Okay, so as you can see that in this map the country is divided into the different states and union territories. So first we have to mark the Kashmir. Now we know that Kashmir is the state today, so which is further divided now. It's divided now, this you know very well. So you can write Kashmir at the northern most part of India, and you can write Kashmir anywhere in spite of the boundaries as it's existed today, because we have to mark the areas according to that time period only, and that time during that time period the boundaries were not there. So Kashmir. Then we have Panipat is in Haryana. So we are using this political map just to grasp the provinces where they are located, because if you locate all these provinces on the physical map of India, there it would be very difficult for you to mark these provinces. That's why we are using the political map. And now we know that Panipat is in Haryana. So from this map we know that this is the Haryana state. So in Haryana state you can write Panipat very easily. Now at third we have Delhi. Now Delhi is also in the territory of means it's shown in the territory of Haryana. हरियाणा में ही जो एक बहुत छोटी सी territory दिखाई जाती है, that is Delhi. Now then we have Agra and Fatehpur Sikri. These two are in Uttar Pradesh, and Agra and Fatehpur Sikri are very near to each other. So without any gap you can write Agra and Fatehpur Sikri. Then in Bihar we have Patna. Then Bengal. Like we have West Bengal today as a state, so Bengal. So it can be extended up to the Bangladesh as well. Now Bangladesh is a separate country, but that time it comes under means the territory was mixed. Then in Madhya Pradesh we have Malwa, and in Maharashtra we have three: बीजापुर, अहमदनगर एंड गोलकोंडा. बीजापुर जो है वो वेस्टर्न साइड, अहमदनगर बिल्कुल मध्य प्रदेश और महाराष्ट्र की जो बाउंड्री है वहीं पर है. देन गोलकोंडा जो है ऑन द ईस्ट साइड ऑफ महाराष्ट्र. Then we have Gujarat. Gujarat is the state today, so you can very easily you can write Gujarat. These are the provinces which are now in India. Okay, now these three are located outside the territory of India. As you can see, this is the territory. Clear? This is the territory of India. Now outside the territory of India, these three provinces are located. So starting from Sindh. Now it's very easy to learn Sindh. It's near to Gujarat. Gujarat state के पास ही जो है वो Sindh. क्लियर. नाउ लाहौर आपका पाकिस्तान के मिडल पार्ट में. अदरवाइज आप इसको ऐसे भी लर्न कर सकते हो जैसे ये आपका पंजाब है, तो बिल्कुल पंजाब के वर्टिकली अगर आप इस तरह से एक हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन ड्रॉ करते हो, लाइक see this is Punjab. So from this you can draw the horizontal line and write Lahore. Clear? Now this is Kabul. Now Kabul is in Afghanistan. Clear? Now if the map which you are using suppose which is in which the boundary of Pakistan and Afghanistan are not demarcated, then you have to write the Kabul according to the this Kashmir. Okay, this is the topmost point. So from the topmost point of Kashmir you can draw horizontal line outside the territory of India, little bit ahead of that, and can write Kabul. So these three provinces are outside the territory of India which is existed today, and rest all the 12 are in the India only. Clear? So this map will also come for the 3 marks, means any 3 provinces can be asked in the exam for the location. 1 mark for each, or either half mark for, and if the province will come for half mark, then 6 will be asked in the paper. So that will depend upon the examiner only. Clear? So do this map work and paste the map work in your fair notebook, and this is the assignment which you have to do, and you have to submit your assignment in Google Classroom as well. Thank you and have a nice day.